it sucks when your country is like, hey, World War III is coming and we're going to be on the wrong side. It's like, what? Really? No, don't do that. Don't do that. And they're like, oh, we're going to do it. I like Canada. I've always loved Canada. I've had a great time in the streets of both Montreal and Sherbrooke. I do have to say, speaking as somebody who is French Canadian, the Quebecois are the worst people on earth. Like, anytime I ever rolled into a bar as a young man in Quebec, it always worked fine because I look like I'm French Canadian because I am. I'm tall and skinny with dark curly hair and gray eyes and like a chiseled jawline and high cheekbones. So, like, as long as I'm like un baguette avec fromage, s'il vous plaît, then I'm fine. But as soon as somebody walks up to me and is like, "Tu es American?" and I'm like, "Désolé, je suis American," and it gets weird after that. Because at some point I'll be like, "Oh, separatiste? Yeah, that's the sound of no one else in this hemisphere caring if Quebec wants to be its own country." Like, yeah, but I still love Canada, and I
Hey,
love being French
tell
Canadian.
me more about World War III.
It's
Hello.
imminent, and we're on the wrong side,
All
and it
right.
sucks.
Does it? Hey,
Yeah,
I've been listening to 1984 for the first time. I've never given it a spin. Listen to me.
yes, sir.
It spins capitalist, like it does. Where this chick's like,
It do.
this chick's like, I'm gonna be in this room. I'm gonna be a woman. I'm gonna fucking wear makeup. I'm gonna fuck you like a woman. And
Yo,
it's real pro-capitalist, but the secret book of knowledge inside of it, Goldstein's views. There's like
mm,
2 chapters, or this guy's breaking it down. That shit might be more real than anybody wants to admit.
mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
it's not capitalist spin. It's really more about war, power.
Yo,
Like, I don't give a fuck about the capitalist spin. I don't give a fuck about a dollar.
history tells us that when the oligarch class,
Mm-hmm.
like if you're worth a few $1 billion to where
Right.
you've never known want and can never go broke,
Right.
like about every 100 years, there's this push between the serfs and them and their boredom and
But
lust for power,
but
and it results in a world war.
because of the technological revolution, like rags to riches characters on the scene that didn't come from shit like that.
Yeah,
That
but
built themselves because
there's
they
always like,
capitalized into the bloodstream of new shit.
unless you're talking about the engineers or the artists, what you're talking about is like the brutalists and the thieves.
Well,
And
there's like 10 of those for every person actually thinking up shit. So for everyone with sincere idea, there's 10 people
we
fucking with
really
them.
are running up on World War III,
You think
and
so?
if
You think so?
I think there's a civil war coming
You
because
think so?
like
Dude, these rednecks will
the
stomp the fuck out of the liberals, dude. They will. I hate them. I
the
can't stand them, dude. I hate them. But
I
they
love to
have
hear
the
you say
guns.
it, but like
Yeah?
so I live in New England,
I know where you live,
and
Kevin.
the federal government is starting to like really kind of try and elbow in on New England, and I gotta tell you, we're armed as fuck. I work with
Yeah?
nothing but left-wing technicians who
Maybe it's
collect
popular.
guns and go to the firing range.
Maybe it's popular to have guns then.
I'm about to buy a weapon.
Are you? Ooh.
I gotta. I
Ooh.
gotta.
Do you need one?
Like, yeah, because I'm
Yeah?
about to have to help defend the Republic of New England
Oh
against
shit.
the federal government.
Dude, you know
And
they won't
when
let it
that
come to that,
inevitably
man.
fails, I will have to retreat to
Hey,
Canada. But
if you could
I'm
dip, would
kind
you?
of looking forward to the rest of the country, like deciding what it wants to do about the Republic of New England, because the
Right?
truth of the matter is, this is where all the money and smarts come from. We're smarts and parts here in New England. That's
That
all we
section
do.
that you're in. Well, it's like we can only speak to the sections we're in, man. Like that's what we
I'm
know
saying.
because that's what we see.
You know who manufactures the most advanced weaponry the U.S. military has access to? The
Israel.
great state of Massachusetts.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
This is all of it's engineered here. Raytheon is buying Massachusetts shit.
Right.
75% of venture capital
So
in the
then you should
United
understand. You
States
should understand
is
the war
spent
machine.
within 10 miles of my
You
house.
should understand the war machine. So it's like, why wouldn't they
Uh,
push for war? Like, why wouldn't you?
well, that's
Why
why I'm
wouldn't you?
hoping we'll have a civil war that solves it before we have a
Nah,
world
you'll have a
war
world
that
war
sucks
way sooner.
worse.
You'll have a world war way sooner.
Nah, man,
Yeah.
you don't know New England like I
I don't
know
think
New
anybody's think.
England.
I don't think anybody's. Yeah, that's right. You're
What
playing
I'm
into it.
saying
I
is
don't think any. Dude, nobody's thinking
when
about New England. Nobody's thinking about the South. It's all a fucking TV show, dog.
the only reason you're saying nobody's thinking about New England
Uh
is
huh.
because like that's ambiguous. What
Yeah.
I'm saying is like Boston and the governor of Maine and
Mm-hmm.
Vermont
Mm-hmm.
as a state
So you'll
now
separate,
are all coming out real strong. You know,
dude.
the
This red blue
Massachusetts
shit, like
colony used to be New England.
they would separate. Like that's totally possible.
All of New England went blue in the last election.
Uh,
Like the whole quadrant. I'm tired of waiting for South Carolina to say it's okay for Massachusetts to be more awesome than it already is.
what? Like what is that?
Like
Where's this? There's no competition there. Like
no,
you take a lot of pride in where you are, which by
I do.
proxy that's the country you're in, right? Or do you just like where you are and fuck the rest of the country? So I'm curious. I'm just
Well,
curious.
I think what it is that I grew up here and
Uh
then
huh.
I went down south and
Right.
got my shit stomped on
Right.
for being the kind of
I
person who
know you
comes
did.
from up here.
That's totally valid. What I'm saying
And then
is,
I came back up here
right.
with my tail between my legs, being like, maybe I'm the problem. And the
Nah.
state of Massachusetts came to me and was like, we are about to give you everything.
Right. Well, like, why do you have a grudge? Because you had a shitty experience. Like, I don't disagree with you at all. Fuck the South. Like, fuck
I have a
Carolina.
grudge because I have family that marched with General Sherman.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not entirely
He
sure we
burned the
burned
South.
enough of the South.
Yeah. So you're mad. Like, you're mad and you got nowhere to put it? Is that what's up?
No, no. I am mad.
Yeah. Let's all hug. I'm gonna get in
I'm mad
Helldivers.
that the country I live in is leaning towards authoritarianism.
Okay. Okay.
Like that's it. Like I'm worried that we're about to be an Axis power in a world war, and like
Axis.
you and I have spent enough time studying Nazi Germany to be like, oh, we can do
Hey,
one of
what is that?
these.
What is that
Like,
supposed
are
to
we
mean?
those
Like,
guys?
seriously, man, what is that supposed to mean? Like, why are you throwing that shade on me?
I'm not though. That's not shade.
Yeah.
That's like we've seen the movies. We read all the no.
That,
We're just that generation of white guy that was inundated by like Ken Burns and Steven Spielberg and
right.
Indiana
Are you really?
Jones and like
That's right.
no
Are you?
no
Are
no.
you really? Shush.
Every grandfather I have, and I have four of them, fought Nazis. All
Right.
four of my grandfathers fought
Let's
Nazis.
get back to the core of the topic. Like,
Yeah.
you love the country. Yeah, Helldivers. I'm logging in right now.
I love the concept of the United States. I love
You
the
love the country.
Constitution.
Do you think
I
there
love
should
the
be two?
country.
Do you think there should be two countries?
I
It
think
might solve a
that
lot. That might solve a fuck ton.
I honestly think like
Yeah.
well
South and North. Yeah.
it won't be two countries. It'll be like four.
Uh, I
It'll
don't
be
know.
like
We're pretty lazy. No, most
it'll
do.
be
Most
like
do.
the South through Texas, south of Virginia,
Right.
and Tennessee is going to be a
And the
fight.
coast, both coasts. Your coastal
And
north
like
and your coastal west.
yeah, the West Coast will do its own
Right.
thing because the Republic
Well,
of
they're big enough
California
to. They're
is
fucking
big
big.
enough too.
They're too. Yeah,
Yeah.
big enough. Look at this. Look at South America. Where it's like we
Same
absolutely
with
have countries that
the
size.
New England New York corridor is like redunk. Like between New York City and Boston, we own all the wealth and do all the
Hey,
manufacturing
you want
and
to play?
engineering.
You want to play
It's
some
insane.
Helldivers? Like you want to jump in our party?
I kind of just wanted to shoot the shit and
All
wanted
right. Well,
to
we can do that at the same
know
time. We're
what
gonna
I
play
really
Helldivers
wanted. I wanted
while
to
we
be able to
shoot the shit.
talk to you while you were letting me know how it was working out using
Yeah, I
your
like your
gear
beat.
with my beats.
I like your beat. Here's what happened. Like a month ago, month and a half ago.
Yep.
I got a hair mask, and I was like, I'm gonna unplug everything, start over. All right. No, it's
What'd you
wrecked me.
lose?
I didn't lose anything. I just I have time. It's fine. No, it's like I have to reconnect everything, and I've just reached the point of synthesizers, which is
Oh, I get
cool.
that.
So it's like I still have tons and tons left to connect.
I know. I'm seeing your rig. I'm so super jelly. I can't wait
No,
till
that's
my
not what
rig's
that's not the
back
point.
to robust.
That's all I have going on in my life, man. Like everything else is
Dude,
miserable.
are you fucking
Right?
okay? This is a double. Are you fucking kidding me? Because
Hang on, hang on,
number
hang on.
one, Amanda, and number two, gear. Like you have
A little
so much
personal.
gear. You don't hate Amanda at all. She's dope.